Good morning, �W𝐀𝐑𝐈𝐓's premier public affairs program in the morning to bring you the latest news here and around the nation. Balik na kita sa nakuna ug nagpagang balita sa kabundagon. Bayong bundag kaninyong tanan. Mao kini ang Good Morning, 𝐷umaguete.
The coming presidential election is under the game or played under the game of trolls, not by the game of politicians or political parties. For those who do not yet understand the undertones of the game of trolls, we want to put it as simply as possible. The winner of this presidential election is based on who hires the most number of trolls. This can be clearly gleaned from the consistent results of the surveys during pre-campaign and the campaign period, if you believe in the surveys. All the way since the beginning, one candidate continues to dominate it all. Not only dominate, but left behind all candidates with an astronomical lead that it almost looks incredible. Or it looks as one to ask, why hold an election at all if this is decided by trolls and not by the will of the people, but the will of the trolls' ideas imposed or brainwashed upon the people? Even the most credible survey of Pulse Asia indicates an incredible commanding lead of just one candidate, forcing the simple-minded to ask, so why hold an election after all if this is such a disparity? Hardly any debate or great media interviews from the leader of the pack, and yet he leads. Ask if they know the reason why. When Pulse Asia was asked if they know the reason why, this one man leads the survey all the way since the beginning. Mr. Pulse Asia understandably says, quote, "We don't know, basta that is what the proponents answered in our surveys. There is only one explanation. The respondents are influenced and brainwashed by the trolls through the social media. Facebook, Twitter, texts, Instagram, you name it. Day in and day out, 24 hours every day for many years now. Plus the Philippine martial law books by the 100,000s were donated by this candidate's family to the Department of Education, wherein all students are using it, mostly memorizing it during exams. What do you expect millennials to think today? The golden years, of course. But the question is it accurate? You can try to read it. If the super rich candidate can hire 200,000 trolls working every day for his own advocacy for many years, versus the opponents only about maybe 90,000 or 70,000 or 50,000, 10,000 trolls, what can you expect as against 200,000 trolls? And to think, if true, that the overall director of this troll company is the same one which was freshly hired during the U.S. elections to play and pay the game of trolls thereat, what can you expect? So if at all by mid or late April the trend continues, then the only option for the other candidates, maybe, is to unite, decide one common candidate to support. And let's see if they can still tilt the level the playing field at least, if not change the trend. Why siguro pa gani? Because even the sum total of the other presidential candidates cannot yet even exceed the lead score of the leader of the pack as early as April. Unsa na kaning hapit ng eleksyon? But let us be very clear, ladies and gentlemen, we are not against the leader of the pack. Laroho na to ni. We are not against the leader of the pack. He plays the game of the trolls very well than the others. Sorry for the others. Maybe as the Pinoy culture says, maybe might as well vote for the winnable candidate. Mura musulti ang Pinoy nga, adto na lang tas budaog. But we are clearly against the unregulated game of the trolls, which today is without legislation by government. It's no longer may the best man win, but may the best troll team win the race. Just like a one-sided basketball game, since the no rules of the court makes the playing field not even or not level, so why play the game at all? Will a troll-made president be a good one? That is an entirely different question and has little, if nothing, to do with this election. Our only hope is to pray that this victory will be a divine intervention. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Inyong nabati ang sinaligan sa mga balita. Paukato ang Good Morning Dumaguete. Hangtod sa sunod edisyon sa Good Morning Dumaguete.